Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're diving into something really interesting, an Ayurvedic dental routine. It's an ancient practice that, according to our source material, might just challenge everything you thought you knew about taking care of your teeth. So let's kick things off with a question that I'm guessing has crossed your mind at some point. You do everything you're supposed to do, right? You brush in the morning, you brush at night. So why are things like cavities and receding gums still a problem for so many of us? And this is where things get really interesting. Our source material points out this dental paradox. On one side, you've got folks in Western countries who are diligent, twice-a-day brushers. But then you look at South Asia, where a huge part of the population, like 80%, often just brushes once a day, and yet they reportedly have stronger teeth even as they get older. So what gives? And that really brings us to the core idea from our source material. Maybe the problem isn't about how often we brush. Maybe the real issue is how we're brushing. The whole idea is that our modern way of doing things might actually be causing more problems than it solves. Okay, so here's the big culprit, according to the source. We're just too aggressive. We have this idea that scrubbing harder gets things cleaner, but that's a total myth when it comes to our teeth. All that pressure over time can literally wear away your tooth enamel, that protective outer layer, and push your gums back. And the tricky part is, it happens so slowly you might not even realize it's a problem until, well, it's a problem. So what's the first step to fixing this? It's all about relearning the art of brushing gently. I know, it sounds super basic, but the source says we really need to go back to square one and rethink this daily habit we all do on autopilot. I love this quote from the source because it just nails the point perfectly. You are not cleaning your sink, right? Your teeth aren't some grimy countertop that you need to attack with all your might. They need a much, much gentler touch. So how do you actually do that? Well, the source has a super simple practical tip for this. Just look at how you hold your toothbrush. A lot of us use this full fist grip, right? And that automatically makes you push too hard. The suggestion is to switch it up. Hold it lightly with just 2 or 3 fingers. It feels a little weird at first, but that simple change forces you to be more gentle. It's kind of brilliant. And it's not just the grip, the actual motion matters too. The source keeps it really simple here. For your front teeth, use gentle circular motions. And for the back teeth, a simple back and forth is all you need. The big takeaway? Be targeted and be gentle. Oh, and for all of you who use an electric toothbrush, the advice is even easier. That brush is already doing all the hard work for you with its vibrations and rotations. Your only job is to just guide it. Gently move it around your mouth. You don't need to add any extra pressure at all. Let the brush do its thing. Okay, so that's the morning routine sorted. Be gentle. But now let's talk about the evening. And this is where the advice from our source gets really different. It actually suggests swapping out your regular nighttime brushing for this ancient, multi-step Ayurvedic remedy. So here's what that looks like. Just a quick overview of the whole process. It's 3 simple stages. You start with a salt rinse, then you do something called oil pulling, and you finish up by applying a turmeric gel. Let's break down exactly what each of those steps involves. All right, first up is the cleansing rinse. Think of this as the prep stage. It's super simple. You just take some water, throw in a pinch of Himalayan pink salt, and swish it all around. The idea is that this helps flush out any big particles and just gets your mouth ready for the next steps. Okay, now for step 2, which is really the heart of this whole nightly routine, oil pulling. Now, if you've never heard of this, it's a really old Ayurvedic technique. The basic concept is you swish a special oil mixture in your mouth for a few minutes. And what's it supposed to do? Well, the source claims it works to kind of pull out bacteria and clear plaque, which in turn is great for your overall gum health. So what's in this oil? According to the source, the recipe is ridiculously simple. It's just 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, and you infuse that with a bit more than half a teaspoon of cloves that you've gently crushed. And you can definitely make a bigger batch of this to store. Now here's the key detail. You don't actually swish the pure infused oil. To use it, you're going to mix 1 teaspoon of that oil with 1 tablespoon of water. That's the solution you'll be swishing with. And the big thing here is to start slow. Don't try to be a hero on day 1. Just start by swishing for 1 minute. That's it. As you get more used to it, you can slowly work your way up to 3 or maybe even 5 minutes over time. All right, we're on to the final step of this nightly ritual, the turmeric gel. And preparing this is about as easy as it gets. You just take some turmeric powder and mix it with an equal amount of water until you get a nice, thick paste. And then what do you do with it? You just use your finger to gently apply the paste on your gums and teeth using a circular motion. Let it sit for just 1 minute and then rinse it all out really well with fresh water. And you're done. So we've walked through the whole routine now, the gentle brush in the morning and this 3-step ritual at night. But why? What's the end game here? What are the big benefits the source claims you can get from all this? So what's the promise here? According to the source, following this routine can help prevent your gums from receding, it can heal tooth sensitivity, clear out nasty plaque and bacteria, and get this, it might even help reverse gum recession if you catch it in the early stages. And that really brings us to our final thought. We've just explored a totally different way of thinking about dental care, one that's rooted in these really ancient practices. So the question is, could these old remedies actually hold some of the answers for our very modern dental problems? It's definitely something to think about.